I'm Matthew Shablevitz, here with NYC Metal Scene and the host of NYC Metal Scene show on Metal Messiah Radio, also known as DJ Zab. And I'm here with Matt, the guitarist and one of the founders of Decrepit Birth.
Yes, I am.
Matt, what's good, brother? How are you? You just came off the stage not too long ago. We're here at LPR, Le Poisson Rouge, here in New York City. How was the show tonight?
Excellent. Fans were great. Crowd was awesome. I had a lot of fun on stage. So couldn't have asked for more.
Dude, your solo sounded amazing. When did you start playing guitar? We'll start with an easy question.
1989. Wow. I was like, I don't know, 11 years old or so.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So, and you're writing a lot of the music for Decrepit Birth?
I write pretty much all of the music for Decrepit Birth.
All the music
for
Decrepit Birth.
Yeah.
And, alright, so let's get something for, because you're a little bit older like I am, we're both Generation X.
Yeah.
So you've been playing music for a while.
Yes.
Throughout the world. What is the one thing you've noticed that's different playing from the mid-90s to now, 2023?
Well, I mean,
I know.
It's a tough question because
I'll tell you what, let's start with the fans.
I mean, I have the most respect for our fans and everything that's going on with the music scene today.
Right, yeah.
But I just feel like there was a certain fire and passion, a rebellious, energy from the 90s, when
that's happening right now.
I mean, it's there, but there's just, it just depends on where you go. You go to a place like New York and yeah, of course, it was amazing. Everybody's out there, moshing, having a good time. It's great. But I just, there's something about the shows in the old days. There's just, I love it.
But I feel like the people now, they're just more incorporate of like everyone in general.
Well, yes, there's a big scene, a wide audience of people that are into this, and that is really cool, and I appreciate that a lot. I'm from the West Coast, close to San Francisco.
Right.
Back in my day, there was a lot of thrash metal bands. The difference is we have a lot of musicians that are coming out to these shows. You can tell because they're watching what we're doing.
Watching what you're doing.
And I really appreciate that. I love that aspect. I mean, we play technical death metal, and people kind of like get into all the
the riffs, absolutely,
all the little things, and we love to give a show. We don't want to just stand there as a band, So we want to play this crazy technical stuff, but also get in people's face.
I feel like people our age have that, even if you weren't listening to a lot of hardcore, like Agnostic Front, what have you. But we were more like trying to get the fans involved, and it's like they're slamming, the pit is fucking slamming, but it's not as violent. It's not like people aren't like trying to kill someone.
Right.
Yeah,
no, I got that. I think it's cool because if you fall down these days, someone's there to pick you up.
Yeah, and I know people will say that was the same thing back in the late 80s, early 90s, but it was, excuse my language, it was fucking different, man. Dude, there were gangs and...
you can get mowed over.
Yeah, it was not cool. But tonight, you guys, it was like, Bill was amazing as your lead singer on stage.
Yes.
He crushed it, and he was, very inviting with the crowd. He was involving the crowd, which was amazing. And everyone loved it. No one was mean. No one had any agenda. So that's what, for me, that's what I feel like that's the biggest difference with the crowd. Now, as far as the music, what do you think the biggest difference is with music from the early 90s to now, 2023?
Oh, gosh. I have to say, the early 90s stuff, like, for me, again, being from the West Coast, I was really into stuff like Forbidden and Violence and Testament, and all the thrash metal stuff.
Absolutely.
In the Bay Area. It was raw. It was just, you had that punk element.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And the recordings were still just more organic.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm not saying my band's not guilty of this, but some of the stuff sounds very computerized and digital.
Very processed.
Processed
is the word I'm looking
for. We want to hear the music to its full extent and hear every note and stuff. And that's where that comes from. Everybody wants to hear every little note, and we're trying to give them that in the studio. But then you go back and listen to some of that old shit, And
there's something to be said about an amplifier with tubes and that warm sound.
100%.
So... But you guys crushed it tonight. So,
thank you.
Okay, so Generation X.
Right.
And are you... surprised that our music is really gaining this much strength. It's like the most popular music. What a popular music and stuff like that. It's only gonna go up.
No, I know. You know, there's a lot of bands that are breaking out, you know, into younger crowds and new people, you know, that haven't heard this stuff, and you know, I'm stoked that there is that.
Yeah, it's cool. Awesome.
But like again, I come from the old school thing, and I'm so into like the old Suffocation and Morbid Angel.
Yes, absolutely.
They don't listen to metal. I'm the weirdo in the family.
Okay.
I've always been a headbanger. What can I say? But that's just a lifestyle, like for me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, I'm not like dressing like a golf player at home.
No.
I mean, I dress like a metalhead all the time.
Exactly.
You know? So they know how I am. You know, I just live it. So.
But that's what I think is really amazing about our music now, like death metal, thrash, speed metal, black and death metal. Now you have generations that are fathers and mothers that are bringing their kids to the show. It's amazing. When we were younger, there were no kids there. There was no kids, and we were the Antichrist for crying out loud. It was.
I mean, you know, one part of me kind of goes, "Oh, that's kind of badass how it was." But the others, you know,
it's better. It is. I know everyone's like to say it was better in back in the old days,
right?
But you know what? It's better now, in my opinion, because people don't look at me, and when I get on the subway, they don't look at me like I'm a thug.
Right.
You know, I'm not I'm not gonna.
More accepted now.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. So let's wrap it up with a little bit more Decrepit Birth. And what do we got coming out?
So we should be coming out with a couple of singles coming up. So look out for those. We're working on the new album. Not gonna drop any details yet, but we should, as soon as we're done with this tour, keep your eyes out for a single. And we're also looking ahead to maybe another tour this fall, possibly.
Awesome.
So
Matt, thank you so much, man. I'm Matt.
Matt.
I'm here with Matt. Hang on to your bass player for a second. I'm Matthew Shablevitz for NYC Metal Scene, also known as DJ Zab. I'm here with Matt, the founder of Decrepit Birth, and you are listening to NYC Metal Scene show on Metal Messiah Radio. Fuck yeah! All right, let's do it.
Badass.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, awesome.